So this is the way we're going to set it up from now on?
Mm-hmm. I like it. I can monitor everything right here. It records to SD card, which means Mike can just take it home right after.
Yeah, and just be careful, though, about bumping stuff or things like that, too, because I'd hate to think that you're monitoring levels and twisting a knob and knock shit everywhere. What's so funny about that?
Twisting a knob.
No, because right as you were saying that, Dave just goes, starts tapping it.
Yeah, it was funny.
I thought it was...
Would have been funnier in a video podcast, but...
Humorous.
Maybe they'll hear the swish of your hand.
They'll probably hear that, because that's what it
did. You just straight up tapped it.
Yeah, that's what
Is that what you did?
Yeah. See, it's funny.
That is pretty funny, then.
Stop playing with shit, Kyle.
He's got
Checking it out, man.
This is his job now.
Dumbass.
So last week I mentioned something about the speech Nixon never got the chance to give.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You need to, where do you think you are right now?
I don't know. This is how far away I was sitting when you said everything sounded fine. So
no, it was not.
Okay, all right. How about this? Is this all right?
Yeah, I like it.
All right, cool. Anyway, last week we talked about the speech that Nixon never got to give, where, moon landing and bullshit. They basically made speeches for every contingency.
For sure.
Where, here's what happens if that asteroid hits Earth. This is the speech you're going to give. So they had a speech ready in 1969 for if the astronauts got stranded on the moon. And it's a speech he never had to give because they came back home. It's kind of sad. It's kind of makes you patriotic and makes you proud.
So the scenario is if they never returned.
Yeah, the scenario is the guy is orbiting because one of the guys stayed up to orbit the moon. I think that was Michael Collins. Oh yeah, I have his name written down. Michael Collins was left in orbit. He never got to touch the moon. But
what a bitch.
But he does have another honor because when he's in the orbit of the moon, he's actually the person who was farthest away from the planet Earth at one point when he's on the far side of the moon. If you think about it, that's probably the loneliest place you could ever be because you're on the dark side of the moon, so you have no contact with any human at all, period, ever.
You think he got, bullied in the astronaut crew?
Oh, because he's the guy that didn't
you
get
never
to walk.
even touched it, you idiot. He's like, yeah, but I was the farthest from the Earth.
Yeah. Big deal.
Who fucking cares?
You fucking nerd.
But the other two guys might have gotten stranded because maybe they bullied him too much.
So
and he was like, fuck those guys.
He could have been going home.
He could have been like, fuck
out.
you.
Yeah, now who's laughing now, bitch?
No, actually, Michael Collins I think he was the person that took the picture of the Earth where it was it was the only picture ever taken that encompassed he was the only person that ever lived outside of that picture. He took a picture of the Earth.
It was a picture that had everyone else in the world in it except him.
Except him. He was the only person that was not.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah, basically a picture from the other side of the moon.
Yeah.
The moon and then the Earth, and it's just it's fucked up.
But what if he's not the furthest person?
Turns out someone was on that Voyager capsule. Some little baby. He's going to grow up, be space baby.
Now, did Michael Collins go further than, say, a dog?
Yeah, dogs have never gone to the moon.
They didn't go that far?
No. Everything else has just been orbit or to the moon. We've never really taken anything living beyond that.
So wait, but he's not, still the farthest, right?
I don't know. It's I guess
still
it would
there,
depend
man.
on how close the moon was during the other moon landings, because I'd assume they would want to go when the moon was closest, so that way it's easiest to reach.
We've only ever gone to the moon, as far as, distance?
Yeah, that was the farthest.
Okay. We've never done, a mission where we just flew
Which is 200,000 miles away or something like that.
Yeah, something crazy. Something absurd.
How long does it take? Man, all this shit I shouldn't... I probably knew at one point in my life.
I think it's 3 days.
No, it's longer than that.
I think it's a 3-day trip.
It takes
to the
a while.
moon.
No, it takes a while.
It's how long did it take you to get back to Illinois from California?
38 hours.
He's driving a car, though. They're moving a lot faster.
Yeah, they're moving at 17,000 miles an hour.
They're moving fast enough to stay in orbit and then break orbit.
I'm just saying that wasn't a hard trip on you, was it? It can't be too bad.
It was rough.
Oh, okay.
You got to be moving really, really fast to get into orbit. Getting into space, not hard. It's getting into orbit. That's what's hard. You can just take a rocket straight up. You'll probably get into space, but you're going to come back down. It's trying to go horizontally fast enough. That's the hard part.
Gotcha.
Did you guys ever see that video of that guy that jumped from space or whatever?
Oh, the Red Bull jump?
That shit was awesome.
That was, dude.
But, did you guys watch it live at all?
No.
It's so dumb, because, he jumps and then they cut just in case he, explodes or something. It's just that's what I want to see, okay?
That's why you go to the NASCAR.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
Like, wasn't there that event series 2, like on Discovery, where that guy was gonna like get eaten by a snake, and then he like there's a 2-hour event, and then he didn't end up doing it.
Yeah, I think he like pussed out or something.
Like that's so fucked
He was like,
up.
oh man, this is like hard. The snake is like
people
terrifying.
got
I don't want to
through
do
so
this.
much shit to watch that. And
Yeah.
then, and everybody wanted him to die. So
Yeah, that's-
To be fair, though,
to be fair.
I wouldn't want to, like, a guy getting eaten by a snake. Like, just fucking YouTube it or live links it, whatever. You'll get it. Like,
Really?
probably. There's probably someone that's being eaten by a snake right now.
Yeah, but the point is that he was gonna get eaten.
Oh,
and,
was
like,
he going to live?
Yeah, like he was like in some suit or something,
yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah, he wasn't gonna go on TV and just
You
die.
never mentioned this. You never mentioned
I would
this.
assume that you, by watching Discovery Channel, you don't think someone's going to commit suicide by being eaten by a
Well, I don't
snake.
know. Maybe he was like, a streaker or something where he's like, when Discovery Channel's filming this, I'm going to
Like-
jump in the background and get eaten by a snake.
that would
No, I
be
mean, like,
fucking
did they
hilarious.
not take into account that the snake's just not going to come up and just start swallowing him? The snake's going to come up and, like, constrict you and, like, break your bones and then swallow you.
Yeah,
That is how it works.
I think
Yeah.
isn't that what happened? Didn't it like squeeze? Didn't he like he was like gonna do it and it like squeezed him? He was like, I don't know. That could be completely wrong. I don't know.
He started to get a boner in a snake suit. He's like, I can't let them see my boner. It's poking out of the snake.
All right, do you want to
Oh, the speech, yeah.
the speech?
We went off topic there.
Snake boners. Dude.
Snake boners. Back to astronauts.
I don't know if there was a speech written if he got eaten by that snake.
Every contingency.
What the plan was.
Yeah, President Bush. We did not realize the snake boner was going to be visible.
Dude, Bush, man, this happened just like not too long ago.
Did it really?
Yeah, Obama.
Obama would have done it. Y'all snake boners.
Snake boners, yo.
What the
I'm out.
fuck?
Drops the mic.
The man
That's written in the
decided
speech.
to
Drop the mic.
pull out, literally.
Was that your...
Round of applause for the
Obama.
Obama.
No, we're just doing it.
Oh.
I wasn't doing Obama.
That was if Jordan was president during the
Yeah.
snake eating. Anyways, the speech was written in 1969 by one of Nixon's speechwriters. Wasn't found until 1999. So this thing was hidden for 30 years. No one really knew it was
Where did
written.
they hide it?
I don't know.
How do you
Presidential
hide something in that age, man?
like it was written on paper. It's hard to find
Yeah.
paper in a giant stack of papers sometimes. People probably found it and didn't care.
Like some intern, they're like, hey, can you clean out these files?
Yeah, and they just
going
lift
through
up
it,
the
like,
stack. Fuck these fucking papers, bullshit. And
Why did it sound like Otto from The Simpsons? Whoa, man!
there's a speech written here about astronauts and moons,
astronauts
man.
and flying and everything. Did you know that there was astronauts on the moon? Whoa!
How many moons are there?
I mean, like,
Do we have an astronaut on every moon? Anyways, let's read the speech.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Fate has ordained that men who went
That is
to the
not
moon.
what Nixon sounded like.
I'm not reading as next time. I'm reading
Fate
as
has
Jordan if he was
ordained-
president.
Oh, it's Jordan if he was president. Okay.
Yeah.
Fate has ordained that men who went to the moon to explore in peace will stay on the moon to rest in peace. These brave men, Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin, know that there is no hope for their recovery, but they also know that there is hope for mankind in their sacrifice. These two men are laying down their lives in mankind's most noble goal, the search for truth and understanding. They will be mourned by their families and friends. They will be mourned by their nation. They will be mourned by the people of the world. They will be mourned by a Mother Earth that dared send her two sons into the unknown. In their exploration, they stirred the people of the world to feel as one. In their sacrifice, they bind more tightly the brotherhood of man. In ancient days, men looked at the stars and saw their heroes in the constellations. In modern times, we do much the same, but our heroes are epic men of flesh and blood. Others will follow and surely find their way home. Man's search will not be denied, but these men were the first, and they will remain the foremost in our hearts. For every human being who looks up at the moon in the nights to come will know that there is some corner of another world that is forever mankind.
That was it.
That was it. It was a short one. It was going to be brief. Nixon's speechwriter, man, he knew brevity.
It's a pretty dope speech, I guess.
There's some really good lines in there.
Yeah.
It's like, that I feel like do you kind of wish they didn't make it back now?
Damn.
Yes.
Ooh, Nick, you think Nixon
No,
wished?
no. Maybe.
No.
I don't know.
No.
I like hearing that speech, but I think it's more important that we just did it.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
if that speech was a piece of... This speech is
Did
cool
we
with-
do it? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not that
get
guy.
those tinfoil hats on.
I'm pretty sure that Stanley Kubrick actually directed
Yeah.
the moon landing.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I was there.
Heard, yeah.
I was one of those prop guys.
I lit it.
I was one of those prop guys. I had a rock.
I edited it.
I edited the moon landing. I was really good. You can't even see these places.
Put that on your resume.
I edited the moon landing.
I edited the moon landing.
Who held the
So
camera?
good on this.
That'd be the dopest
No, but
addition.
I think it's cool that this... Wow, my beard hair just landed over there.
Wow.
Dude, your beard's going
Yeah, I'm not
bald,
taking that home
man.
now.
No, but I think it's cool that the speech exists cooler because it wasn't given. You know what I mean? Like, that's what makes this story. Not... Like, that would have just been fucked up. We would live different lives, but we still think it's cool? I don't know.
See, but I don't know. Like, there could have been like a
I would've
rescue
lived the
mission
same
then.
life, but-
Like, think about it. Like, there would have been like the men on the moon kind of thing. Like,
If you believe.
because they wouldn't have lasted like, you know, a week. They would have been gone.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't last
They would-
more than a day and a half.
They would
Probably.
have sought out...
That'd be a good fucking movie, dude.
Stranded on the moon?
Yeah.
We'll call it Gravity 2.
No. Just
like
on
to
the
put
moon.
Just on the moon?
I think
Yeah,
they would
just
have
like,
found...
Man on the Moon 2.
This sucks,
I think they
dude.
would have found the world's best oil drillers.
And send them to rescue
and
them?
sent them to rescue them.
Yeah. Rather than teaching astronauts how to drill, they're going to teach drillers how to be astronauts.
Yeah.
Because it's so much easier to be an astronaut than some guy who drills oil.
And it sucks for them on the moon because, like, they got to wait for them to go through all this training.
I wish you could hear the faces that my face makes. when you guys-
I think they can. It's just such an intense face.
Like, if we went today, like, would you want to jerk off on the moon?
Who wouldn't?
Like,
That'd be
right?
sick, dude.
Yeah, right? Like, you would just, and they were like,
Well, yeah, it would.
I'm making an arch, by the way.
I would want to swim in a pool on the moon because the gravity's so light you could hop out of it like a fucking dolphin.
That's sick.
That'd be awesome.
You just like.
Wait,
You're
like, so were one of them like, okay, I want to go back to the moon landing for a second and like the idea of it was real or not. I mean, I'm going to say it was pretty real.
I'm gonna say
Like,
it is
who
real.
shot it?
There were cameras on the legs of the lander.
Oh, that's clever.
And they had
thought it had-
they also had handheld cameras too.
Mm-hmm.
They also had handheld cameras?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They wanted to make sure they caught everything on camera.
For sure. It was a big event, right? That was the whole
It was a big event.
It's kind of substantial.
I'm going to go to the moon. It's a big deal. Like, you want to catch that shit on camera.
So we went to the moon in 1969 during the height of Vietnam. So there's some motherfuckers just dying in the jungle in Vietnam.
There's other guys that are just like, man, I'm on the moon,
And there's
dude.
people on the moon,
I'm
right?
on the moon, man.
Yeah, it was a pretty groovy time to live in, man.
Right,
like Woodstock was happening, you know.
What's that was? Yeah, 69.
69 was the summer of love, the
69
summer
was a
of
good year.
war,
Fuck
the summer of
Woodstock.
moon landings.
Yeah. The summer of moon
A lot of
landings.
shit happened. Man.
Yeah, man.
It's like 2001 all over
You
again.
had Jimi Hendrix, you had Star Trek, you had, you know,
Fuck Jimi Hendrix.
you had
Fuck
The
Star
Doors, you had Buzz Aldrin.
Was Star Trek on at that time?
Yeah, there was in the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in that decade.
Yeah.
Was it 69? Star Trek going on?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was on.
Right.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
It's not the 70s, not the 70s.
No, I know it's not the. Fuck, dude. Fuck, I know. I know it's not the 7. I was thinking it was like 64 through 67, but I could be incorrect.
Who knows, dude? No, there is no way to tell. We don't have these, you know, we don't have like the computers like
There's no
in
way to
Star
tell
Trek.
right now because we're in a fucking dungeon. I just got locked outside for 20 minutes and I couldn't call anyone because we're in
How
the
many cigarettes
basement
did
of
you
a basement. 4.
You did?
Yeah.
Damn. Like, that's how long? I lost track of time because I was busy setting this shit up.
And I lost track of time because I was busy.
Like
making
I
fun of
knew
them.
that you guys would at some point come out and get me, but there was like 2 cops out there and I was just like,
Yeah. No,
Wandering
what if it was
around.
like freezing? Because obviously it's nice out right now. So
I would have left probably, or I just would have been in my car
For sure.
I had a speech ready in case we forgot you. It's like, you know, maybe now I almost wish that we did
callback.
forget you so I could
Yeah,
give that
yeah,
speech. The people we left outside were epic men of beard and smoke
Beard
And blood.
and blood.
Tangent real quick. Have you guys seen the like most recent like, you know, don't smoke ad?
Oh,
what is it?
Jesus.
It's like a fucking. It's awesome. It's
Oh, is it?
awesome. It's supposed to be like, oh god, But it's like a teenager, and he like walks outside. And there's like all these like creatures coming at him or something, and then like I don't know, they look like zombies, kind of like demons and shit. And then they all like go into his lungs, and it's like, oh, when you smoke a cigarette, you let this many chemicals, and it looks fucking dope. Like if I didn't smoke, I would start smoking after watching that fucking ad.
Hey man, I gotta.
It is
see this.
awesome.
And
That
for a
fucking kid's so
fact,
cool.
While they were shooting that, the crew was smoking cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Crews don't not
Well,
smoke
you
cigarettes.
know where all that
paycheck.
you know where all that money comes from for anti-smoking, right?
Smoke, yeah.
They come from smoking companies that have
They
to pay.
have to.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a whole
But
thing.
it's just so goofy. Where it's like, hey, we're going to subsidize the tobacco farmers so that way cigarettes are cheaper to buy, but then we're also going to tax the cigarettes and put money in towards ad campaigns to make you not want to smoke. It's like, listen, just do fucking one or the other. Don't feed money into both ends and tax me for
I'm
both
just saying,
of it.
check out that ad because it's awesome. It is really awesome.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the anti-smoking ads, though. They just seem so fucking stupid.
I also like the ones. Have you seen the ones where it's like somebody at a convenience store buying a pack of
those I like
cigarettes?
too, yeah.
And they're like, they like give them the money, and they're like, the clerk's like, that's not enough, so they like pull out their tooth and put it on the fucking counter. That's also awesome.
Those are really cool.
Like that one doesn't make me want to smoke, but it's like, damn, that's a sick ad.
At least those are better than those stupid fucking truth commercials where it's like they do some stupid public stunt and then like have a little blurb of information.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's fucking stupid. I bet the cigarette company wanted those ones because those ones made you want to smoke of how stupid they fucking were.
They stressed you out.
It's just
What were we talking about?
Moon landings and
Yeah, but, like,
speeches.
you were outside. We
Okay,
talked about that.
okay,
That's all
okay.
I got to do.
Oh yeah,
like,
we
we were
were
about-
about a
we were-
man of smoke.
we were about
and you
to
were
move
like,
on,
Oh, yeah,
I
those
feel
fucking
like,
cool
and then I was like,
smoking
ugh.
things.
This is really cool, man. I want the speech.
Well, it's right there.
I
You're
want
holding
to find
it.
other great examples of this, though. Like, what else could we have an alternate speech for? Like, if we lost World War II,
If we
Like,
won,
I'm pretty
Vietnam,
sure that it would be written in German.
or if we lost Vietnam. I don't know.
I don't know. I think there'd be some like in case of nuclear attack and stuff like that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, look that shit up. Find that.
For sure.
Like, there's probably a bunch of emergency videos where it's like, oh, yeah, when the bombs start dropping, we're going to broadcast this on all television sets. And it's like something from the 50s where it's like, remember, duck and cover, kids. And it's going to be like 2020 when the bombs start dropping. We're going to be like, the fuck are we watching? This isn't even HD. That'll be what we'll complain about. Bombs are dropping, and why isn't it 4K?
Yeah.
Do you think Bush had a speech if we ever found weapons of mass destruction?
I think he knew there were. I don't think they had to write
Yeah,
that
he's like,
speech.
Okay.
like, Mr. President, should I start writing that speech for when you guys find? No,
No.
don't,
No.
don't even, don't
Won't be
bother,
necessary.
don't bother, don't bother.
I mean, I've got it all up here.
Yeah,
I've got one written.
yeah,
already.
I mean, yeah.
I've been thinking about it for a while. Ever since my dad told me to do it.
Have you ever heard George Bush speak?
No.
Okay. He wasn't alive in the 40s, but
Yeah.
actually he might have been. No, I said that.
Yeah, he
I
was
don't
alive
know.
in the 40s.
He was?
Yeah, I think he was born in like the 30s.
I think he was born in the 1900s.
He was
No,
not.
maybe
George
no,
W.
maybe
Bush?
early 40s. He was born.
W? We're talking about W.
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 He was not born in the fucking 40s.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Maybe the 40s.
We seriously
Definitely not the 30s.
We seriously are the worst podcast, like not having any way to fact check anything we say.
No, because that's what people do every day. It's fucking
You're
fine.
right. You're right.
Yeah, I know because
Yeah,
they'll be
you guys
listening and
chill
they'll
out.
and they'll be
Like Fox
fact checking
News right
for
now.
us.
Yeah. You know what? Fucking call us out on our bullshit, you fucking nerds. Do it.
Assholes.
You sit over there with
Don't
your
you
Google.
ever call me out on my shit.
I'm so fucking smart. I know this bullshit without looking it up. Guess what? Go fuck yourself. All right? There you
Eat
go.
an ass.
Whack yourself. Get an ass.
I said eat an ass.
I'm gonna have to call that out.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna call that out. I don't like cursing.
I fucking hate you.
Fucking
Are you
hate you.
serious?
No, I'm just messing with you.
I will
God.
jump over this fucking table
Fuck
and
this.
strangle you.
Dude, we talked about like masturbation for like 20 minutes last time.
wiping our asses,
Oh yeah.
which I actually started paying attention more to in the past week.
What have you found? What is your study? telling you?
Exactly the way that I explained it. Kind of the halfway stand up and then wipe.
I realize that I actually don't stand up at all.
You just lean.
Yeah, just lean over.
Weight shift.
Yeah.
Lift one cheek off the.
It's like
lid?
really easy, and I have no idea why you guys wouldn't do it. It just doesn't make any sense.
I can't switch now. Like, no matter, I don't care if you proved it to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing's gonna change the way I'm gonna forget. Because what do you gotta do? Like, you gotta do something like 10,000 times. To, like, really,
I don't know if it's that many,
it's not that many. Well, even
but
then,
it is like that
I
thing
would
where it's like,
forget so
oh,
many
it
times
takes
between.
10 times to make a habit, 20 times to break it. Bullshit.
Yeah. Anyways, who cares?
It's just shit. It's just wiping your butt.
Yeah.
Who cares about wiping your butt?
Next topic. We already did this
Yeah,
last time. This is the same podcast.
Let's talk
basically.
about circumcision.
Okay. What about it?
Is it better to be circumcised or uncircumcised?
I have no fucking idea.
I think the only one with memory here of what it's like to live on both sides
Yeah.
is Jordan Poslesley.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
yes,
I think
true.
Poslesley is the professional.
You're such a dick.
That was good though.
Speaking of dicks, Jordan,
Okay, so explain yourself.
People don't know.
I don't even know actually.
At the age of 11, I was circumcised.
Why? How?
I didn't know it was so late. I'm sorry.
I don't believe you. I think this is a joke.
I mean, I'm
is
not
a
gonna
bit.
whip my dick out.
This is a
Well,
bit.
no, if you were circumcised, it's like,
Yeah,
there's no
you
way of
wouldn't-
proving
yeah,
when it was.
yeah.
It's not like we can count the rings and go, oh, he was 11.
You might be able to.
Oh, you broke Kyle. He's all fucked up now.
Yeah.
So, like,
Fucking explain,
Explain. What do you want to know? It was an
Why?
It was an
Why did they
outpatient
wait that
procedure.
long?
Okay.
Stop. Don't tell us about your fucking day. I just want to know.
I had spaghetti and meatballs.
I want to specifically know about the procedure right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
I want to know more about
why.
the why.
Why?
When I was before right when I was born. That's the same thing with my little brother too. My mom read this article that the circumcision when you're a baby causes trauma later on in life. So she what? So she told the doctors that she did not want that to happen, for me and my little brother. So then later on, like I was growing up, and your kids, you see your siblings naked sometimes, and I was like,
You're like, what
hey,
the fuck?
and I was like, why doesn't mine look like
Why is my
that?
dick all weird?
Why's my dick have a helmet? Where's my
Yeah, and so then, my parents, talked to them when I was a kid, and I was like, you don't want to get that done, And I think also growing up, I was also having trouble with urinary tract infections, which is common with people with uncircumcised penises.
Mm-hmm.
So then I guess my parents set up the doctor's appointment and everything, and we had it done, and then I
What
remember.
do you mean you had it?
I just
When
can't
I was
imagine,
11, a doctor chopped my dick up. And
Like,
whatever,
I just
man.
can't imagine you approaching your parents like, Mom, Dad,
I
I've been
couldn't.
thinking about my dick.
I don't remember how I did it either.
Like-
I don't remember that. I don't know what was my thought
Like if
process.
I walked up to my dad and I'm like, Dad, my dick, I gotta talk about it. He'd be like, No, we're
Like,
not
what
talking about
is
your
the
dick.
deal? Like, did they put you under? Did
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they put me under, and
So
I
you just like woke up.
I woke up
with
and
a
I was like,
circumcised dick.
oh my dick.
And you're like, oh,
My
wait,
parents-
that's what it is. God damn it!
I thought I was getting dick enlargements. That's what circumcised means.
Why is
They're
their dick-
supersizing it.
Why is their dick so much? You just pointed at a dick and said, "What's up with that dick?" You just meant it was really long. That's what you thought was going on.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, it's because it's circumcised." You're like, "Well, I want that done." And then before you knew it,
No,
my happy.
I've lost more.
Now, did you masturbate at this time?
No,
Okay. So
No.
you didn't like.
I don't think I started masturbating until like I was like 13 or 14.
So you didn't really get to like live the dream.
So
then.
you have no idea.
yeah.
What masturbating with uncircumcised?
He just knows what it's like to
uncircumcised
get
penis?
urinary tract infections for being an unclean boy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it sounds fucked up then.
Yeah,
I'm
you
glad
know what?
I'm
Never mind. That
circumcised.
story was terrible. Like,
Oh, I told it.
It was a really
Yeah.
good story, but
I used,
I wish there was.
I
a
used to
little
be
more
very
to it.
self-conscious about it, but I don't give a fuck.
yeah, fuck it. Who cares? I mean, it's not like you got it done yesterday.
No,
That would be fucking weird.
that would hurt.
I wonder who's the oldest person to have ever been circumcised now. Like, where do you think the cutoff would be? Like,
70.
would it have to be a man who was so old that it's like maybe the surgery might kill him?
Ooh.
You gotta
Be
think-
like,
Could you
know,
imagine being a doctor and like a 70-year-old guy was like, "Listen, I want to get circumcised," and he's like, "Come on, dude, you're barely alive,
dude,
still.
come on, you don't have that
Are
much
you really
time
gonna
left. Just
waste my time and your money on this?"
70 years like this, and now you want to change it?
And then he goes, and I want to keep the skin.
Oh god.
Planning on making a stir fry tonight.
I'm going to make a wristband for my wife. You don't want to know where she's getting hers. I'm sorry.
I don't think there's anything wrong with how old you are when you got your circumcised.
You don't have to say
When
that.
you got your circumcised.
Wait, did your brother get it at the same time as you?
Yeah.
So you guys went together? Was it like a 2-for-1 special?
Yeah, it was. They were doing.
There's like a coupon.
Yeah, we had a coupon.
Snip
for
the
that day.
coupon, snip the dicks.
I think we're missing one of the best. Like, we're not concentrating on one of the best parts of the story.
What?
What's that?
That your mom fucking read an article.
Yeah.
like one of those fucking idiot like Facebook people today, where they just post all this bullshit.
Did you just call his mom an idiot?
You kind of just said. You kind of just called my mom an idiot. She was a concerned parent for her child.
I'm referring. It's like one of those idiot. Those people on Facebook that just they write anything. They read anything.
Yeah, Jordan. I'm not calling your mom an idiot, but she's like one of those idiots.
Those people, yeah, exactly.
I'm honestly just surprised she waited till that point. Like she went the first 2 kids got them circumcised.
Yeah, like your other kids were fine.
It's like normally you see
Although
parents
they all
like
did end up fucked
getting
up.
used to
I just needed to wait for that traumatic experience at a much older age that I can appreciate it better.
There you go.
Oh, that's what that's shitty.
That's why.
That's really shitty.
So if
Let's not do that again.
If you had a son, would you wait?
No, I'd get him circumcised.
Right away.
Yeah, right away. I mean,
Well, I mean, like
it's cleaner.
cleaner with like finger quotes.
Yeah. Let's stop talking about penises.
All this penis stuff making me uncomfortable.
Most of the things we do talk about are just stuff that.
Like
They are generally uncomfortable
poop.
topics.
Yeah.
poop, fart, dick jokes.
The moon.
The moon.
The moon.
The
Dicks, farts, jerking
Dick
off
Nixon.
the moon.
That's going to be the title. Dick's farts jerking off on the moon.
Oh, that'd be tight.
That would be. You know what else? Some people hate to
Circumcisions
talk
on
about?
the moon.
Noodles and Company.
The first person to get circumcised on the moon.
Ooh, a moon circumcision.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
There we go. I like that.
In
was a good
space,
movie.
no one can hear you
And
cry.
shut the
a lot
fuck
of-
up about Noodles and Company. I just didn't. It's like so. Like it's not my thing to want to go there.
You just get so
twice
angry
in,
about
like,
it. I just
a
love
short
how
amount of
angry
time.
you get about Noodles and Company.
I'm not. I'm mad that you got to bring it up.
You ever had it, Dave?
I think I'm angry.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, now
It's
I'm
pretty good,
What
right?
do you think, Dave?
It's decent. It's overpriced noodles, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you went last week and I was like, "Hey, you want to go to Noodles Company?" How into that would you be?
I'd be like, hey, can we go somewhere else? But I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah, Kyle got mad about it.
Yeah,
Was I mad about it?
He's pretty mad about it right now.
Was I mad about it?
You were about as mad about it then as you are right now.
Okay,
Like I turned
I
to
was
Jordan
kinda
and I was
mad.
like, "Hey, Jordan, how about we go to Noodles and Company?"
Yeah, fuck you.
And Jordan was like, "Yeah, that sounds pretty good." And then Kyle just turns to us. He's like, "No."
He just comes
He
unglued.
just pointed a finger at us and he said, "No, we are not going. We just went there last week." And we're like, "Well, it was pretty good.
Is
We
this
wanna
really
go
what I
again."
said?
This is really what you
Okay.
said.
You actually
You're
kind
like-
of did get angry, though.
And you,
real?
I
Yeah.
remember you pointing a finger and the first word out of your mouth was no. It wasn't even a, I don't know, maybe somewhere else, or how about this place? Instead, it was a, no, we're not going there. Pick again. And we're all just like,
I don't believe it.
Pick again.
I think I do remember you saying pick again.
Fuck you guys.
and then ever since then now, whenever I bring it up, he just gets even madder. Where it's just like, now I'll just be like, "Hey, Kyle, you want to go to Noodles and Company just as a joke?" And he's like, "Boy, fuck."
What time do they close? I'll go right now. I'll
want-
go right now.
Do you want
You know they're closed. That's why you're saying it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
If they were still open, you wouldn't have said that.
9:36. We still have time. Let's go. Wrapping up early tonight for a grand
So
total
why don't
of-
I get invited to go eat? That's my question.
Well, you weren't there.
That
It was
like
just kind of
I
a.
forgot what this.
Yeah, whatever, dude. It was
You were
just
out
like a
smoking.
weird
You're going
situation.
We're all going to see Chappie this weekend,
Wait,
right?
you were invited to Noodles and Company. The when we went together.
first
the
time?
We were playing
yeah.
a fucking card game,
right.
wasn't
Yeah.
it? Was this before? or
I was
after
also
the
just joking, so like chill the fuck out.
We're all getting angry.
That was the night we played. I think that was the night we played the card game.
card? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I want to play that game again.
It was a lot of fun. It was Skulls and Roses, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I could probably set up the table in the basement. We could all chill out and do it.
Man, guys, I got an idea.
Yeah, do it, man. Come on. Yeah, you're a little bit far away from the mic
Hey, I'm
there.
getting good levels. Fuck you.
That's true. He's the audio guy. He
Yeah.
knows. He's been adjusting himself where he's like, now I can get away with it.
No, I've only had to turn down a little bit.
Turn down for what?
I do like, though, that now we have someone monitoring the levels, and it's not just some mystery behind our shoulders. We're like, how are the levels? I don't
Absolutely,
know.
I like this. I like the setup a lot. Fuck. The only problem is we're completely battery powered. We may die before we finish this on this.
Hey,
This is brand new batteries, though. I'll make sure that I know which one it is. I'm sure it'll last us quite a few times.
Yeah. Not a problem. Not a problem. If anything, the battery's cutting out. Go. Oh, that's the end.
Basically, that might happen. We started on 2 bars for the Zoom. Dave has experience with this more than I do, but we just went to 1 recently.
We probably got a decent
Okay.
I also
Yeah,
have
we're at
no
9:30
idea.
right now, so we probably got another 30 minutes anyway.
Yeah, no, for sure. We're only at 32 right now. So
that's
I'm not mad about it.
Whoa.
I really like this setup, though.
I do too. Like I said, it
And
gives
Dave,
us-
I'll just let you know if for some reason we should always have a Zoom on hand, but if we don't, then you can just bring yours.
Oh, can I?
If that's
Can I?
If you want to record a podcast.
What if I'm like doing something with it?
Then you're not. Then
Like
we're not
recording
a podcast
another
'cause you're not here.
podcast.
I like this, and these. I guess they never check these out. So
So that means we can keep it?
So we're gonna take it.
You mean they never
I
check
mean,
it
if
out?
it's gonna, if we're just gonna bring it here anyway. It might as well just stay here. But I can like put it behind my desk.
You can hide it somewhere in the ceiling. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What's the meanest thing you've ever done?
Man, I don't know.
Just think about mean things you've done, things that you've looked back like you maybe even you don't regret it. You're like, no, that fucker deserved it.
I dated Chelsea for a piece of gum.
You just really want
It's
to
not
go.
that mean. Like
Dude, I used to call her Five Head, like to her face.
Oh man.
Five head. How'd you get that?
she has a very large
It's a very
forehead,
large forehead.
as if there's an extra.
Oh, Mike, I'm really surprised.
No, it's like I was thinking like she had 5 heads, and I was
No,
like, who
no,
would
no.
have 5 heads? Is this like the Medusa of middle school?
Mike, what's the meanest thing you've ever done?
I've done really mean things that weren't to people; they were to like companies and organizations. Oh wait, no.
Oh yeah, no.
There is one instance where I did something really, really mean to a person that I didn't even know.
Are you talking about the toys?
Yeah, I don't know if I can talk about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't, dude. I'd stay away from that story at all.
All right, but I do have other stories where I was really mean to like companies and organizations. And
Yeah,
stuff
but it's
like
okay
that.
to talk about that.
Well, because those are funny. It's like
no, this other one is like it's fucked up.
Okay.
It's like really
We'll talk
fucked
about
up.
it afterwards.
For sure.
yeah. But like I always used to just like mess around with people. I talked about Gustafson's that one time where
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I did a bunch of bouncy balls and now I'm banned from there for life.
Like, how are you already addressing a story we've talked about on a podcast? We've done like 4 of these.
Well, it's a story I like to tell, and then it's like just random prank phone calls to businesses to annoy them or mistreat them, and
Wait, one of my parents always talk about. They're like, whenever I bring you up or something, they always bring up like, I'll never forget the time I came over and Mike was like, "Can I use your phone for prank phone calls?"
well, I figured I should ask before I started.
What about? Can we file these dice?
The filing dice one was best. I wanted to see if I could figure out how to file dice so that way they'd always roll 7s, and it was like,
Oh, I was thinking like a 7 on the die.
oh, I add a side. I just add the dots to every side. It always rolls a 7.
Or you just actually write the number 7.
I just take a paper cube and write 7 on every side. Come on, 7. No, you can't. I can't
Give us one example of something mean you did though. Like one good example of something mean.
I
you
can't
did.
think of anything for me.
Well,
Like I've straight up lied to people, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't give a
You ever
fuck.
gotten in a fight? Beat someone up?
Sort of. I got in a fight with the person that he wanted to come onto the podcast.
Yeah. This is what we can talk about.
No,
right?
that is,
Bring all the shit to the.
it's not even that interesting. Like literally, we just got in an argument and he punched me in the face and then I like threw him into a wall and then it was over with.
That sounds way more interesting.
That's
than
not.
you
But it was just that was it. It was like 5 seconds of my life.
Yeah.
It was pretty intense though. Like that 5 seconds beats the crap out of like the 5 years you'll spend on a toilet in your lifetime.
Yeah.
Unless you have a really exciting dump at some point when
It's
someone
exciting.
starts
It's
fighting. you.
excruciating.
You guys may have heard this story, but I was doing really bad in Mrs. Wilson's 8th grade English class.
This sounds like such a shitty story. Though.
So it is. I'm just. This is what comes to mind. When
Yes.
I think of like this, like really bad things I've done in my career. Because I dwell on bad things I've done.
Okay.
But
Because you're a pussy.
I took her grade book and put it like between the cabinet and the wall, and just like left. And I ended up getting two higher grades than I had going in.
Wait, like,
So
Like you just hid her grade book. She
I
never
just
found
hid
it.
it. That's all I did.
She never found it.
No, I mean I don't know, but like I had a better grade than I should have had on the like.
oh, because she
on the-
didn't know what she was filling in.
Exactly. She like that's where she kept everything. It's before everybody entered shit in computers all the time.
I know. It's just that like the meanest thing I ever did was when I hid my 8th grade
I know,
teachers.
but I could have hurt. I mean, I could have hurt other people's like status. Like I got lucky. Maybe.
I guess, yeah. I guess
You know what I mean?
Maybe there's more of a profound impact than you.
I just felt
realize.
shitty, and I was in 8th grade, so I just I felt I didn't have as much shitty things to do back then.
What about you, Jordan? You ever beat someone up or steal someone's girlfriend or? push anyone off a boat into the river when no one else was looking?
No. Usually that stuff happens to me.
Hey, one time, can we talk about you being drunk and an idiot?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. One time, this like sounds like it's mean, but I didn't mean it.
Do I know about this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You about to reveal something to me?
No. We were leaving Steve Pond's, and you were like, "Oh man, I need my lighter." And then we were driving by, and I was like, "All right, but you got to jump out of the car." And like, that sounds mean, but I was joking. But before I could be like, "Oh well, I'm joking," he jumped out of my fucking car, just like straight onto his fucking side and ran in.
Yeah,
Somehow you
that
didn't
was
get hurt. I could have like ran you over.
Yeah, it was because I was in no hurry as when I was
But-
rolling.
You were drunk.
I was.
So that's
really
why you
drunk.
didn't get
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah.
If
I
you
know
were
that
sober,
happened. Oh, nice end cap for the story. My lighter ran out of fluid, and that's why I left it.
you
in his
left it
basement.
there.
Like I left it on purpose to not take it because it was done. It was done. It was done.
Getting drunk is tight.
Being drunk at 19, 21 is
Yeah.
Come on, Jordan. What
so
have you done?
stupid.
I don't.
We're all doing bad things. Driving drunk as many times as we have in our lives.
Like
You've ever
thousands.
done? I hit a grade book in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Really? What about driving
Not-
underage drunk
Yeah, not getting fucking plastered and driving a fucking weapon down the street.
and then jumping out of it?
Well, see, but I feel like these are certain things that come to mind. You know what I mean? So it's like if something reminded me, it'd be like really easy to talk about,
Yeah,
like
if you,
that.
If you crash into a family of 4, you'll sure shit remember that. Yeah.
Let's just be clear. We were young and stupid. We don't do that anymore.
I can't really think of anything.
Really?
No, I
You've
can't.
never done anything mean?
I mean,
Come on,
like,
man. You posted a pretty mean status about Cameron on Facebook.
I saw that.
Oh, words.
That was rude.
Are we counting words
If
then?
I could unlike.
Sure, it hurt him. It did hurt him.
Oh, fuck him.
Love
This
it.
shit's getting
love
pretty mean right now, man.
Can we have him as a guest?
Oh no, that'd be Jerry
Look at
Springer.
how upset-
Chairs would start flying.
He got so upset the second that you started to
We'll
say
get him on
that.
Skype. We'll get him on Skype.
Oh,
We'll Skype him in.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, you can make a video fucking blog and just have me just beating the shit out of him.
You just start shitting on the laptop.
When's the last time you talked to him?
Like the 16th of January.
This morning we had breakfast.
Yeah.
That was right. We only keep up this facade of enemies.
Yeah.
We're actually lovers.
Well, you're actually the same person.
God damn it.
Whoa.
You killed Cameron and took his place.
Let my Cameron go.
Oh god.
Yeah, I think with me it's just prank calls though. Just being a general like
No, it's not. It's the story we can't tell. That is literally the worst thing I've anybody.
Oh no, okay. The meanest thing this was when I was living up there in Roscoe when I was younger. Probably the meanest thing that I ever probably did was it was with me and Jordan Guth, and I think Cameron might have been there as well. But we like I was spending that at Jordan Guth's house, and we took like ketchup and mustard and bologna and like we ran across the street to this person's driveway, and we just fucking covered their fucking driveway in fucking mustard and fucking mayonnaise and ketchup, and we fucking ran away.
Did you know who it was?
No,
Wait, do you mean when you say across the street? Do you mean like right across the street?
pretty much right across the street from his
So, like,
house.
your home base was like feet away.
Yeah.
That's what you do as a kid. When people would hang up Christmas decorations, I would go out and unplug one light bulb out of their thing and keep it with me. So that way it kills the whole strand and they don't have a replacement bulb.
You are a dick. Man.
One time Kyle shit in a Ziploc bag and threw it at a neighbor's house.
That is not true.
Oh, one
What do you
time.
mean that's not true.
That was Eric.
Okay, that
I
reminds me of
just told
something
him to do it.
else.
Oh.
One of the first times I spent the night at your
Whatever.
house, I peed into like a Ziploc bag and I put it on one of your neighbor's house that you knew.
See, I guess
You're,
I'm kind of a
you're
dick.
a fucking asshole.
But I'm an instigator.
Oh, one thing I can talk about is one time when I was at a convention, I wasn't running the room, someone else was. So I was like, that means gives me free reign. I can do whatever I want. So it's like when he left to go downstairs, I just started fucking wrecking up the room just to be an asshole.
You're a dick.
That is, dude. Would you have done it to like me?
I think I would have done it to anyone. Like
Yeah,
that was at
you're
the
a
time when I was
dick.
just like a little fucking bastard. And
Oh,
so
okay.
like I took this pudding stuff and I was spreading it on the walls and handprints looked like shit. And I was like
you're just
pouring
the
all the
worst.
shampoo into the top part of the toilet and stuff like that.
You are awful.
And I just poured all the water bottles into the sink and left the empty bottles there so that way he'd get charged for those.
You're a wiener, man.
a wiener.
I was gonna say we're still friends, but I haven't seen him since. So he may have found out it was me and may hate me now.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's it.
But he was a cool guy. I didn't do it to him because I hated him. I did just because I was
Like
an
define
idiot.
wreck the room.
Just
You
smearing
just did.
shit on the walls, pouring things out in the sink, and
That's
fucking
just
with the toilet.
I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Wait, so what did you do, man?
Wait, are you gonna read the speech yet, or what?
They were talking about the moon, dude.
What's the nicest thing you've ever done?
I also have no idea.
I don't think Kyle has
Not very
anything
nice.
from the sound. Yeah. I gave my teacher a grade book.
I replaced your grade book for it.
That was the nicest thing I've ever
I went
have
back
no
recently,
idea.
told her where it was.
done. Yeah.
She gave me a worse grade.
I don't know. I've done I don't know if I've done like any big thing.
You ever saved someone's life?
So, yeah.
Didn't we talk about this at a different
did.
podcast?
Yeah, we did. We talked about what that guy's foot was caught. in
Yeah,
the
we
L.
had.
Oh, yeah, you saved someone's life. Yeah.
I mean, I can't really say that. Like, it's not like it was a sure thing they were gonna die or anything.
But he could have. His shoe died either way.
What was the craziest thing you've ever done?
God
Kyle
damn it.
jumped out of my moving car.
That was a crazy stupid thing.
I don't do crazy things.
One of the
so-
dumbest things I've ever fucking done was I was like in the back of my dad's pickup truck while I was parked in front of the house, but I jumped out and my foot got caught in the lip of the bed and I flipped and I broke my collarbone. But there's like no excuse for that shit. Like, that's just stupid.
Oh, people do stupid things.
Yeah. I've done a lot of stupid things.
Yeah.
I drove my truck around
Is
on this
someone's
high school track.
cell phone on this table? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I keep hearing.
Goes down here.
Okay, I'm just making sure this shit doesn't vibrate. That's what I thought it was. Sorry,
Like I drove my truck around
it's
on the
not
high
picking
school
up or anything.
track.
Dude, it's fine.
I mean, like I used to do stupid things like going 100 miles an hour through the grapevine on the freeway.
Oh man.
Dude, wait, driving on the track was one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Yeah.
Because I was in
We
passenger seat
because
on
the
that one.
fence, even though they locked it, the fence wasn't like
Yeah,
the hinges weren't secure, so you could literally, even though the gate was locked, you could lift up one of the gates high enough to where the lock part just opened up.
Yeah, I didn't do shit. But didn't we try going there?
Yeah,
a
they
couple
fixed
years
it.
ago?
They actually chained it so that way it's secure.
Okay.
I don't know
we
if they
had to,
did
like,
that.
We had to like pull up the fence on the south side.
Yeah, we had to
Yeah.
crawl under it. But like before, you could just open the gate even when it was locked. And so one time we just drove my truck in there and just started doing laps on the track.
Realistically, all you really got to do now is just hop over the lower fence on the.
It's easier to go under.
Dude, what's the deal with us being so fine? Like, because to think about me doing that now, I'd be like, I'm out. Like, let me out of the truck before you do this, right? But like, do we have nothing to lose back then? Like, what was it?
I feel like we still have that in us. We're just not faced with those situations as often.
I've never had that. In
I would
me.
not want to fucking do that, dude. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Well, because now you can be tried as an adult.
Yeah, but I don't
For
think
trespassing.
I thought about that shit back then.
Yeah. Now you
I
know,
was
and
just
you
an
that's
idiot,
what you think
I
about.
Like,
I think it was
so
just
you would
having
still
fun.
do it today if we were like, let's go drive around the
I
track.
actually might, yeah.
Damn.
I wouldn't.
I would
hell
never
not.
do it. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have done it whenever you guys did it either.
Well, because it's fun. It's a fun story. Whatever. Who cares?
I was so nervous the night we like brought beer in there.
Oh yeah, that was a good night.
It was a good night, but I was fucking checking over my shoulder the whole time.
That guy did actually come out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
he
was
was like,
because that was right after we were pissing off the front part too. Like literally, we no sooner stopped pissing than this guy comes out the front door and starts scoping around the place.
yeah.
That never happened when we were in high school. Like I don't know why that guy was scoping the place when we were.
He was
We
probably
should go back there sometime.
He was
That's
probably
a good
robbing
time.
the place. I thought I heard something out here.
You know what I think though? Back in the day, we used to go on weekends, right? Like we go on like a weekend where they probably wouldn't have anybody there, but they probably do have people there at night,
Yeah.
like on a weekday. We might have went on a weekday or something in the summer.
I feel like we should go back there. That's a good time hanging out on the bleachers.
Well, it's warming up.
Yeah, the weather's nice enough now where we could get away with it.
I feel like we're gonna get busted the whole time.
That's the thrill of it, though.
You see, no, it's not even. It's just a like. To me, it's like a nostalgia trip. Because you're right when you say we don't do this crazy stuff anymore. It's stupid and it's pointless, but it's what you used to do as a kid, and it's kind of fun to relive that.
I agree. Like I know I'm totally behind you on that. Like the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how I'd feel about the execution. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind making prank calls again. It's just I don't want to do it from my phone.
You can't really anymore.
No, you totally can.
You can't.
Like how sad would it be to be on Rockford Scanner for trespassing on your high school property?
It'd be hilarious.
Actually, I'd put that on my Facebook. That would be my new Facebook profile page. Would be the Rockford Scanner thing of me. But
Yeah.
no, you can still
Rockford.
make prank phone calls. You just got to call businesses. That's what I always did as a kid. You don't call random people. They're not going to cooperate. You got to call a business and act like you want their business, and then just fuck with them the whole time.
Oh man. You know what I just fucking realized?
What? I'm
Like,
not
with
recording.
this setup, we don't need to be here.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true.
There's nothing tying us right here. Because sorry, the thought process on this was like, we should do a prank phone call for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
no signal down
signal,
here in
so.
this dungeon.
In fact, check your signal real quick.
How would a prank
I
phone
have
call
really
work?
low battery.
No.
I have 0 bars. 0 bars.
Oh, you have 0 bars. How would it work now?
Like think about it. Like every single time a number that calls my cell phone that I don't recognize, or it's not in my, I don't answer it.
Not calling randos. You call a business. You call someplace that does gutters and fuck with them the whole time.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's like
I guess.
that's
Did
how
you just talk
get
about that? Did I space out this time?
I don't know. Maybe.
No.
No. It's and like one of the times I called a place that did like wall plastering and stuff like that, and the lady I got on the phone, I'm like, yeah, I got a hole in my wall, and you guys can plaster over it. And she's like, yeah, sure, we can handle a hole in the walls. About how big is the hole? I'm like, oh, it's pretty big. You won't look in the hole, will ya? And she's like, what? Like, we might have to look into it to make sure that the plaster can work. I'm like, I don't want anyone looking in the hole. I just want them to cover it up. I want it to look like it was never there. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, don't look in the hole. You don't want to know what's in there. And she hangs up on me. 20 minutes later, that number I'm calling from my friend's house phone. Mm-hmm. That number calls back, and he picks it up, not knowing who it is. Mm-hmm. And it's the guy's or it's the lady's dad or something like that, and he's freaking out on the phone like, someone called from this number, and they were like threatening my girl and stuff like that. And he's like, what are you talking about, guy? I don't even know who you are and stuff like that. And he immediately knew what the guy was talking about because he's like, oh shit, this is that guy Mike called not too long ago. But he was able to keep it cool and able to just shoo the guy off.
Yeah.
But it was pretty fucked up. The guy was really, really, really mad.
That's a good situation to do. I like the idea. I like that idea. Of just calling with, like, being weird. Not so much being, like, you're trying to fuck them. Mm-hmm. But, like, just being weird.
Yeah, no, that's what you do. When I called this gutter place, every time I would ask a question of the guy, and he would start responding and answering it, and I would just go, yeah, mm-hmm, yeah, keep going, yeah, mm-hmm, yeah, as he was talking to me. And it's like, as the conversation would continue, I would start slipping other things in there. I'd be like, yeah, mm-hmm, yeah, your wife's a whore, mm-hmm, continue, go ahead. And he'd be like, what was that? What'd you just say? I'd be like, I was asking you, go ahead. And he's like, well, first we'll have to replace this gutter. I'm like, yeah, mm-hmm, fuck your daughter, yeah. And he's like, no, what'd you just say then? I'm like, I asked you how long it would take to get the gutters installed. And he's like, no, you said something else. I'm like, do you want to install my gutters or not? I'm asking you a question. And he's like, oh, you keep saying things when I'm saying things. I'm like, no, I'm not, you monkey fucker. And then I start freaking out on the guy. And then there was the time I called the Chinese place. I asked them for a dish that did not exist. And when they said they didn't know what it was, I started to like do that irate Chinese man impression I do.
Oh.
You're just the worst.
That's pretty mean.
It was pretty fun.
You're terrible.
And so it's like, they're speaking in broken English to me, and then I'm speaking it back, and I'm like, oh, do you know how to boil the chicken?
God, you can't do that. You cannot
I was
do that.
15 and an asshole. I apologize to everyone.
Pretty funny.
We were prepared to cut this out.
Oh, and then there's the calling all the different Italian places and asking them all to deliver to the same location.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And all these guys just show up and they're like,
Well, what's funny is I did it to my friend the first time, and he calls me. He's like, "Ha, very funny, spaghetti and meatballs," because we always made fun of him for being Italian. And he's like, "Ha, very funny, spaghetti and meatballs." I get it. And then he hangs up. 20 minutes later, he calls back and he's like, how many people did you call? Because we were literally driving home on Main, and we just called every fucking number we saw.
damn, dude, that's mean.
It was fantastic.
That's the meanest thing that you've ever done.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking mean, dude. Like, what
Did you
happens? Like,
pay
I just got
you have to pay for it, right?
No, they don't. In fact, fucking whoever just got some free food. Someone got free food out of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like they're going to throw it away. Either whoever received it got the free food, or the fucking driver got some free food. So
Yeah.
no one should be bitching. I just gave someone some fucking food.
Food.
Hey, do you want to do that to me sometime?
Just surprise me.
You'd be like,
I'm surprised.
I hate making
oh
this a
no,
joke.
Yes.
pizzas! I didn't order these.
I didn't order this. No, so you did. You were just, I just talked to you on the phone. No, that wasn't me. Oh, man. So can I just have these then?
Yeah, sure. Someone else called. I guess you get all the sandwiches and subs.
Thanks, man. I'll see you later.
Can I get a tip? Not on me, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fucking speaking of delivery, I ordered Jimmy John's not too long ago online, thinking
It was slow as fuck.
thinking freaky fast, freaky good.
Yeah.
It took them a goddamn hour. A fucking hour. 60 goddamn minutes.
Did you pay for it?
I had already paid online.
Oh,
That's
true.
fucking bullshit. You should have called. Did you call?
No, I didn't call. I probably should have
They would
called.
have gave you like 20 free sandwiches. I don't know.
No.
But you would have got like a free sandwich out of
Probably,
the deal for
yeah.
sure, man.
Like I almost forgot about it.
What was the guy's deal?
You just showed up. Like I literally almost forgot about it. And there's a knock at the door. I'm like, holy fuck, the subs. I'm like, about time. Like, and then I go up and I go. He's like, sorry, it took so long. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And he hands me the stuff and leaves.
He's like stoned out of his mind.
Yeah. He only had one arm and one leg, but that's not an excuse.
Did this actually happen, or was that a bit?
No, that's 100%. He had both arms and legs.
Oh, okay.
But it's 100% true that it took an hour for me to get my freaky fast subs one time, which blew my goddamn mind. I'm never ordering online for Jimmy John's again.
My dad knew a guy that had a really nice car.
Is this a bit?
That literally cost him an arm and a leg, like literally, because he paid for it with the settlement he got from losing his arm and leg in a
That's
boating
awesome.
accident.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not the fact that he lost 2 of his limbs in a
Oh,
boating
fine. I mean, I
accident.
don't care about him. So
That's the meanest thing that you've ever done.
Yeah.
Is you just said that.
Yeah, and so I fucking slashed his tires and poured sugar in his gas tank. Well, I told someone else to. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
That's
Fucking
kinda-
asshole.
I thought, hey, you know, it'd be really funny if you like poured sugar in that. guy's
Okay,
gas tank.
Kyle. I trust you.
I agree, man. That would be funny, right?
What happens when you pour sugar in a gas tank?
I have no fucking idea.
The sugar eventually gets into the engine
Car
and
gets
it,
diabetes.
yeah.
The car needs insulin shots now. God damn it.
Are you mad at me? Were you really?
I was gonna say
really have the answer.
just cut me off.
Sorry.
You know, cats can get diabetes. Does that make it cuter or sadder?
Cats can also drink salt water.
Fuck.
Thank you guys for tuning into Cat Facts.
No, like cats can like legitimately like just drink right out of the ocean and be perfectly fine.
Why?
Their kidneys, that's the way their kidneys work. They can
okay.
their kidneys can process salt water.
They're cat knees.
Yeah.
Kitten knees.
Their kidneys.
Can ours not?
No, we cannot.
Don't ever drink salt water.
No, don't.
Please, Kyle. Don't.
You'll fucking die immediately.
It's not good for you. Your body can't filter that shit out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it'll kill you. It's like you might get away with a little bit. A
You'll-
little bit in small doses.
You'll die of dehydration before you die of actually the causes of the salt water going
Why
through
would
your
I die
body.
of dehydration from swallowing salt water?
Because there's salt in it?
Because it's like a negative to your hydration because of all the salt.
Well,
in
then
it.
I couldn't just be like, oops, and then drink some regular water.
Well, if you have regular water, why are you drinking salt water?
Like I'm saying,
Oops,
like
I drank salt water.
I'm saying, like
Did you fall?
I accidentally caught some salt water in my mouth while I was out in the ocean.
Oh,
None
you'll
of
be
this will
fine.
ever
Oh
happen.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you'll
no,
be fine.
yeah.
It's not like
I'm
it's
talking like taking like a gallon of salt water and just going
Oh.
glug glug
Like
glug.
switching it
Yeah.
out for a drink. I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think you meant like even if you just like ingest it. Like,
No, maybe I was a bit over dramatic when I said don't ever drink salt water.
Yeah, you can.
Also,
drink
why would you believe that? Like, so many people swim in the ocean, like, constantly. And there's no way that they're not getting salt water in their mouth.
That's true.
Yeah, you just lick your lips when you come out of the water. They're all salty.
They're all salty. Man, your skin must get like really dry and shit. Fuck that, dude.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever noticed that. I notice my salty lips more than I notice
Oh,
dry
if-
skin.
If anything, it's actually very therapeutic for your skin. Salt water,
really?
Yeah, bath salts. I
Yeah.
mean, people put salt in baths.
That's true.
and they do smoke it too.
Yeah, bath salts. I mean, you smoke it and you get crazy and you eat some guy's face. Like, it's win-win.
Yeah. Sometimes you end up at the beach.
You ever
It's
see
fucking
that
come full
video?
circle.
You ever see that bath salts video?
No, I don't want to.
Some Chinese guy on a train just starts eating another Chinese guy's face. It's so fucked up. Everyone just watches.
This is not a real video.
It's totally real.
Oh,
Look it up on
what?
Live Leaks.
Oh, there we go. That site.
Yeah, 100% real.
I don't wanna see
Guy's
it.
literally biting another guy in the face, and the guy's like trying to push him off. Everyone else is just fucking watching. No one's jumping in.
That's awesome.
Fucked up.
I would watch. Not like, oh, this is awesome. And just be like, I don't want to fuck with that.
That guy looks crazy.
That guy looks crazy.
That man looks like he's not stable. He is eating another man's face, and that's not normal.
That's the American on the Japanese train. That
you
looks
guys-
fucked up.
Hey man, you Asians, you Orientals, I don't understand.
You guys eat everything.
Would you guys eat people? Hey, would you guys eat people?
30 minutes later, he's gonna be hungry.
It depends on the situation, Dave.
Would you eat people?
No.
I don't mean like Eat Kyle right now. I mean, like, if somebody like served you a piece of human,
No.
and it was like, say it was like acceptable.
Yeah. Well,
Like, say society is completely different.
like to say. You
Like,
wouldn't
do you
wanna
think
try it.
That's completely.
I feel like
Well, it's not the healthiest thing. First of all,
I just want to know what it tastes like, kind of.
Yeah, me too.
like if it was 100% society, like acceptable to do that, like if there was,
I
like,
guess we would all just do it, and it wouldn't even be a thing.
yeah, it would just be, but it
But-
wouldn't be the healthiest thing. Like people would still be up in arms about it because it's like it's not good to eat human meat genetically because it's
What the fuck are we
Just like
talking
salt
about?
water.
Yeah, just like salt.
Yeah, it's just like your lips. Just it's good for your skin. Just eat a little human.
No, but seriously, like you wouldn't try it?
No.
I think I might. You know, it's hard. To
Why
say.
do you say no to every?
No.
I won't fucking
Yeah,
drink
no.
a cup of spit for
Yeah, like-
$1,000. I won't eat a fucking.
I'm the bad guy for not wanting to drink a cup of spit.
Yeah, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
You're fucked up.
Every time you stand up against cannibalism, think about that next time you ask her to swallow. Huh?
Ooh.
That's a
When's
hypocrisy.
the next
right
time
there.
you'll be in the situation?
When you're 70
know,
and you're
actually.
paying a
Hey,
doctor.
when's the next time
you
you're gonna be in that situation?
What, to swallow?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Oh wait, we can't even talk about that. What are we?
Oh,
Oh.
yep.
Oh.
Let's
Cut
talk
it
about
up.
that. I'm trying to talk about sex. That's a good question, though.
I think.
Yeah, Devin. When is the next time?
Now it's staying. But I think the human cannibalism question's usually posed with
Relationship status
life,
complicated.
With what?
like life or death.
Well, yeah.
Like if you're gonna die, eat a human or die.
I'd be like,
Oh yeah, that's
yes.
different. Yeah. But you're saying like, given the choice, would you want the duck or do you want Chris?
Jeffrey.
I didn't say there was any choice, man. I was just saying like somebody lays out a fucking plate of cooked human meat. And they're like, dude, it's fucking good, man. It's good as fuck. It's like human jerky. I might take
I don't
a
know if
fucking
I'd want
bite.
to eat something called human jerky. That might.
Ugh.
You know, there's a movie with like Marlon Brando and Matthew Broderick from back in the day called The Freshman.
No, there isn't. Anyways.
Didn't happen. He's making
But
something.
in the movie, there's these people that get all these exotic animals together. They cook them and they eat them. And like, I would love to be a part of that. The whole point of the movie is like, that's bad. Like, fuck that.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever.
I would like to taste all these things. Like, just last
That's
summer,
what- that's
I
my
had
point,
crocodile
basically.
soup. So good.
That's my point.
I would love to try all these things.
Cannibalism.
It's just a word, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh wait,
No, I'm with Jordan. I wouldn't do it, but it's like
wait. I guess like the fucked up part is like, where did this person come from?
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
I don't care.
Like, there's a scene.
Where did
in,
the fucking cow come from, man?
No, see, that's the
What's
joke.
their story?
Yeah, what's their fucking story?
You guys
dude?
ever read A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I don't
Yeah.
read.
There's a great point where they genetically breed cows that can actually talk. But even more than that, the cows are self-aware and want to be eaten. So it's like, now those bleeding heart vegetarians can't
really
say
dumb.
the cow doesn't want to be eaten because this cow is genetically bred to want to be eaten and to actually verbally express that to go, please eat me, I want this. So that way now the bleeding heart vegetarians don't have anything to say. And the guy, when he's finding this out, goes, I can't eat something that, wants to be eaten and is telling me that. It's too weird. And the person counters with, well, would you rather it not be able to tell you and not want to be eaten? And the guy's like, no. And he's like, well, those are your only two options. Like, it's not like the creature's on the fence about being eaten.
Yeah.
Like, it either does or it doesn't.
I could go either way. That's what the cow.
I'm just saying, I'm interested in what human meat
There
tastes
is there
like.
is a curiosity
It's kinda-
factor, but I think
Kinda
that's
creepily
that's
dark,
as,
Dave.
that's as
care.
that's
I
as
don't give
far
a
as it
fuck.
goes though.
I really don't care.
I just don't think it's healthy. I wouldn't support it. If people started eating humans, I'd be one of those guys that said, no more.
Don't
of
fucking
this.
give me hand signals and shit.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Wrapping it up right now. Oh, yeah, hey guys, we're wrapping it
Really?
up.
We
okay?
are?
I guess we're wrapping it up.
That'd be a good signal.
No, it doesn't.
It's a
Don't do
shitty
that.
fucking signal.
Let it come naturally. Let it get to the point to where someone goes, oh, I took a piss, or I want to smoke, or
Ooh.
this is fucking gay.
All right. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's gotta come naturally.
I just thought it'd be nice to know maybe we should lean towards it wrapping up. You know what I mean?
Well,
Hey, wouldn't it be funny if this podcast ended right after you said it, so it's not so abrupt, and then it was a hard cut and it was over with?
That would be a
Damn. I'm
you
such
see,
a good
the
editor.
abrupt endings are funny. Hard cuts are funny.
That would be so funny. Because say we have a listener at some point, any listener, and you're like, yeah, so it won't end so abruptly, and then there's nothing else. They would wait like a minute probably.